Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has helped me on my journey of enlightenment and self-knowledge: intuition. In fact, I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to develop your intuition. This quality can be considered as a vital guide that, in a semi-automatic way, helps us to know, understand, or perceive some interesting aspect of reality in a clear way, even without the intervention of our rational scrutiny. In other words, intuition allows us to make good decisions. These decisions can quickly and effectively solve problems and be more successful in practically any area of professional, academic, and personal life. Intuition also alerts us to certain dangers and helps us to create a broader vision of the things that surround us. It's a shame that our educational system doesn't potentiate the development of intuition, despite the many benefits that this ability brings to face the day-to-day. Intuition is something you are born with, but no one says that it cannot be developed. We will see more tips on how to achieve this later. Some people have an innate ability to perceive their surroundings. They usually make good decisions and are lucky. They are those who have known how to exercise and develop their intuition in such a way that they have incorporated it as a habit in their lives. Trusting our intuition would help us make better decisions. For Albert Einstein, the only truly important aspect was intuition. It is not magic or charm, but rather a subtle ability that makes us tip the balance towards one side, the one that in just over 2 seconds allows us to assess whether a person is trustworthy or not. Although there is a lot of literature that confuses the more psychological and pure sense of intuition, you will be interested to know that this is a topic that is very studied and analyzed by science. So much so that a notable expert on theories of the mind, Howard Gardner, tells us about the need to develop a type of intuitive intelligence, the one that makes us more receptive to our inner world. If something has always interested me in the study of intuition, it is because it is this strategy that guides most of our daily decisions. Taking one way and not another, distrusting someone, refusing a job offer, accepting a project, etc. There are those who meditate a lot about things, while others let themselves be carried away by intuition. No sailor consults a book to know how to face a rough ocean. He lets himself be guided by his intuition, by that inner voice that knows how to read the dangers and anticipate the best route, the best strategy, the one that decides in a few seconds. No one can guarantee that following our intuition will lead us to the most successful decisions. However, what we achieve is equally important: to act according to our essences, values, emotions, and evaluations based on previous experiences. We will take a step with an appropriate inner balance. I doubt that one day a computer or a robot will be able to match the intuition of the human intellect. Isaac Asimov, one of the greatest experts in this area, as well as the sociologist and essayist Malcolm Gladwell, through their studies, show us how stockbrokers, doctors, psychologists, advertisers, mechanics, or housewives are able to make good decisions in a few seconds. We are facing a type of power that goes beyond ordinary psychic abilities. We know that intuition is a kind of more or less sudden response that is not mediated by conscious reasoning. We are sure that something is a certain way, or that we should do such and such a thing, but we cannot specify why we know. In a sense, intuition is an unexpected gift from an anonymous admirer. And who is this fan? Our mind, our heart, the cells of our intestinal tract. As some experts say, it is the voice of God. According to the scientific view, intuition is a rapid mental response, the result of our brain automatically gathering a large amount of data. In other words, we receive information every day that we are not aware of. Our brain stores it, and in certain circumstances of danger or alert, offers us a rapid response that is the summary of this processed information. Intuition is a formidable tool. Some people are more intuitive than others, and the difference lies in who lets themselves be guided more by this internal mental capital than by the filter of logic and meticulous analysis of reality. It presents itself suddenly and immediately. Intuition acts instantly, without conscious reasoning on the part of the person. It is a reaction that arises in the individual in the face of a specific stimulus or situation. Often, these types of responses are advantageous, especially when it is necessary to make quick decisions. Intuition can be developed thanks to brain plasticity, which means that it is possible to learn to be more intuitive. Different methods have been proposed for this. There are many techniques and strategies to develop intuitive stability. In today's video, we will try to explain some of the most powerful exercises to develop your intuitive capacity. To help you understand the advantages of intuition and how to enhance this skill, we investigated the topic and present a total of 10 practical and very useful strategies. First tip, trust your gut feelings. It will be very difficult to develop intuition if you constantly deny its influence on your daily decisions. To improve your intuitive skills, you should start by giving them some credit, at least considering the gut feelings you have daily. Many times, you need to make an important decision in life, and one of the possible paths, although it seems like a good idea rationally, does not give you a good feeling. There is something about that path that rationally you cannot explain in words, but does not generate enough confidence at the moment. Your intuition is sending a warning signal that that path does not seem the most desirable. It is very likely that you have avoided an accident because of a gut feeling, a sudden intuition that made you stop just as a car was about to hit you. You didn't have time to think you were in danger. You simply noticed something and avoided the accident. When the emotion that something or someone generates in us is negative, we are facing an intuition. Our inner voice has this ability to alert us when something doesn't convince us. We need to strengthen our heuristic thinking so that it can respond effectively to the demands of everyday life. Second tip, differentiate between prejudice and intuition. Prejudices are preconceived ideas that make us have a certain version of certain people due to their ethnic, religious, cultural, or social origin, or to some other physical and personality trait that we unconsciously associate with something negative. We must try to clearly differentiate between prejudice and intuition. Intuition should be an emotional compass, but it is important that we can distinguish between emotions and preconceived ideas that have been culturally instilled in us. If our intuition sends us warning signals not to fully trust someone, we should try to assess to what extent these signals are being influenced by certain prejudices and stereotypes that we may have against that type of person, and ensure that we are not being negatively influenced by some past experience. Third tip, practice meditation and mindfulness. Everything that helps us to know ourselves better will result in an improvement of our intuition. Millennial practices of meditation and philosophies such as mindfulness have clear benefits for our mind, making us more capable of absorbing stimuli and information, including things that previously went unnoticed. In addition, these meditation techniques promote greater emotional balance. Meditation requires continuous practice. It's no use meditating for just one day. It's a habit that requires a lot of consistency. To practice, simply settle into a place with few disruptive elements. Keep your back straight and gradually relax. Anxiety, stress, and everyday worries will decrease with a good breathing technique. Take the opportunity to listen to your inner voice, which is closely linked to the ability of intuition. Meditation also helps to dispel stress and is a great way to increase our concentration and creativity. It only brings benefits. You can practice meditation with my guided meditation video available here on the channel. Fourth tip, visualization of landscapes. This is an interesting technique, is the visualization of landscapes. There are several powerful techniques to develop intuition, and one of them is visualization. How it works. First, close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Get comfortable and find a pleasant space. Then, try to visualize a landscape that conveys security and good vibes. Observe it attentively and try to perceive all the details, the air, the aromas, the colors, the details, etc. Store all these details in your memory. Finally, breathe slowly and deeply, and then open your eyes again. You will probably feel much more comfortable and also have improved your intuition, especially if you practice this technique regularly. Fifth tip, lucid dreams and the unconscious. Have you ever had a lucid dream? Your answer is probably yes. Almost all of us at some point have been able to control our dreams while sleeping, manipulating what happens in them. This ability to control our unconscious during sleep can help us become more aware of reality and therefore increase our intuition. How to have lucid dreams. Just before falling asleep, while lying in bed, think and reflect on the things that caught your attention during the day. Try to answer unanswered questions or the intentions of people you shared something with. This will activate your imagination and stimulate your unconscious to think creatively. It's not very common, but if you follow this step, you are more likely to have lucid dreams. Upon waking up, don't forget to write down the content of your dreams in a notebook and try to interpret them personally. Sixth tip, visualization of geometric shapes. Visualization is key to improving our intuition because it allows us to access certain cognitive skills related to our ability to anticipate and describe reality based on separate elements. It helps us integrate information and create a mental map of reality. Visualization with geometric shapes allows us to stimulate our visual and spatial intelligence, which is also related to our creativity. The technique is as follows. Close your eyes and imagine a white screen right in front of you. Try to project and imagine that on this screen appears a two-dimensional geometric shape, like a square, a circle, or a triangle. Maintain this visual image for 2 minutes. Seventh tip, develop empathy in practice. Empathy is the ability to put oneself in someone else's shoes, understanding and sympathizing with their circumstances and opinions. Intuition also arises from the ability to correctly interpret the emotions and feelings of others. You can practice this by trying to intuit what other people are thinking or feeling. If you have enough confidence, you can even ask them if you are correct. You will be surprised how intuitively you can guess someone's state of mind. Eighth tip, stimulate your creativity. Creativity and intuition are connected, as the unconscious generates new ideas from knowledge that is hidden from your conscious perception. Paint, draw, make music, write, sculpt. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at it. The important thing is to allow your creativity to flow. Ninth tip, work on your negative emotions. Everyone has felt that dark cloud that clouds understanding, making everything gray and dark, which then seems absurd. However, it is not absurd. Negative emotions alter judgment and interfere with intuition, making it more biased and pessimistic. Taking care of your emotions is taking care of your intuition. Many times we need to make truly crucial decisions, so developing intuition becomes an exercise that brings great advantages when we face these moments. 10th tip, keep a journal. Journaling is a great way to track your thoughts and feelings and to identify patterns that can help you to understand your intuition. Write down your dreams, your gut feelings, and any other insights. Here are some additional tips for developing your intuition. Pay attention to your body. Your body is a great source of information. When we make a decision, our body reacts in a certain way. If we feel good about the decision, our body will relax and we will feel a sense of peace. If we feel bad about the decision, our body will tense up and we will feel a sense of anxiety. Pay attention to these physical sensations to get clues about what your intuition is telling you. Spend time in nature. Nature has a calming effect on our minds and can help us to connect with our intuition. Spend some time each day outdoors, even if it's just for a few minutes. Be open to new experiences. New experiences can help to broaden your perspective and strengthen your intuition. Step outside of your comfort zone and try new things.
These were some of the techniques to improve your intuition. I hope you found them helpful and that these practices assist you in connecting more deeply with your inner voice. You can practice meditation with my guided meditation video available here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back any day. See you next time.